Finally, you've got a finesse jig that isn't gonna roll over. This is the Great Lakes Finesse skirted Ned head. So the problem with pretty much every other finesse jig out there on the market is that they all wanna roll over and eventually lay on their side. This jig is perfect for hitting isolated pieces of cover like boulders, laydowns, a dock, whatever it may be that you're trying to precisely hit. This thing's gonna sink down to the bottom and sit right on its head, looking extremely natural, and it's gonna allow you to dead stick it and outweight those fish, even the most pressured fish that take a longer time to bite. The boulder. There we go. Yeah. Don't worry, buddy, I got him. Pretty much every other jig, especially a little finesse jig, will want to roll and just lay on its side. And I let it slack line on the cast right beside the target, and I didn't move it. I let the skirt kind of do its job. That's a nice one. Oh man, can't beat that. But basically what this jig was doing was it was just sitting like that, and those claws just kind of lift and they wave like that, and that skirt will puff out. And man, it doesn't matter, even though I'm not moving it, it looks so natural. The matte finish, the floating claws, that little skirt, I just waited them out. I didn't have to move it. I let it sit there for about 30 seconds, then I just felt the tap. Pretty much every other jig on the market will want to lay down. It'll look kind of unnatural, but with these skirted Neds, it makes a big difference when you're hitting these little isolated targets. So there's two scenarios for us where this really comes into play. The first one is when we're up shallow and we're seeing fish, or we see them on our live scope, maybe it's not clear enough, but we want to lead those fish, and we throw the bait right in front of those fish, we let it hit the bottom, and we just leave it. We let those fish find it. If it's really pressured and moving the bait too much can really turn those fish off. So being able to dead stick this bait and know that it's going to be sitting with the trailer in that defensive mode for as long as we need it really gives us an opportunity to catch fish that other jigs wouldn't give you. So the second way we really use these, again, is hitting isolated targets. Up here in the north, smallmouth love boulders. Having a jig that we can just hit the side of that boulder, know those fish are tucked in beside that boulder and not move it, especially in cold water situations, or again, when they're really finicky, those fish really like to butt up against a boulder or a log or any kind of structure that they get up against. They stay tight to it, and you're able to put this bait as tight as those fish are and just outweight them. So even though the skirted Ned head looks so simple, it's packed full of fish catching important features. The first thing is the head shape design. It's flat on the top, it's got little grooves on top that really help it stay in place, but it's also got our easy lift head design where we shaved the top of the head on the back and kind of underneath. What that does is it allows the head to actually sit on a bit of a 45-degree angle. We've shaved that down, so it's gonna lift a lot easier. It's built on a Gamakatsu 604 hook. All of the heads on the skirted Ned are powder coated and baked, so they're not gonna chip. They're a matte finish, so it's super natural looking. We find that matte finish makes a big difference for getting more bites. It's also got a wire bait keeper on the bottom. That's really important. A lot of people miss when they're looking for like a Ned head or a Ned style jig head. They get one with too much lead on the shank, and what that does is actually lays your bait down. It makes it harder for the bait to lift up. Now the last thing is this fine cut custom skirt that we built onto all these. They're wire tied and they're all trimmed to pretty much how we like them. We did leave them a little bit longer so you can trim them to, you know, different trailers that you have, but it is kind of on the top, it's more of a spider flare. That's a style of skirt trimming that we prefer when we're, you know, fishing for these more pressured fish and those fish that are gonna look at the bait a lot longer. That's so cool.
So I had a couple just following it. I was watching them swim after it. So what I like to do with the skirted Ned is I like to burn it and then pause it. So they chase after it quick, and then when they get there, it's standing perfectly up, super natural on the bottom. And if they don't eat it that time, I'll burn it again and burn pause. And pretty much every time you do that, if they're following it, they're gonna eat it.
So this isn't just another finesse jig. This is a true stand-up skirted Ned head, built for anglers who fish targets, pressured fish, and fish clear water situations where the details most brands miss truly matter.